Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of the QZ Show. I'm your host, Quinn Puplo, alongside with NFL analyst and our co-host, Mateo Zavala.
Thank you very much.
We're going to go over our Super Bowl recaps and a little bit news of some stars like Aaron Donald, Sean McVay, if they're coming back or retiring from the NFL. But first, let's get to the game, Mateo. What did you think of the game, the recaps?
So the game was pretty good. Like I predicted it to be a 3-point game,
Yeah.
which I got, and this was going. I'm not going to the game yet, but like the views were spectacular. I think they broke a record for views. Okay, but that's it for the view part. It got like over 100 something more million views than normal. But going on to the game, first quarter the Bengals started off strong. They had the lead, and then they just lost it. The offensive line absolutely failed them completely.
Yeah, Joe Burrow was sacked 7 times, but I mean, they still produced. They got 20 points. They were close to our prediction, your prediction, my prediction. We both picked the Rams to win. They did win. We both said that they would struggle blocking Donald and Von Miller. They did. I want to say, let's go to like the third quarter, the start of the third quarter, where like they threw the pass to Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
And that was a 75-yard touchdown. That was a missed call by the ref because that Bengals wide receiver had a clear face mask on Jalen Ramsey.
I agree with that 100%. Jalen Ramsey did
Totally
not
blew it.
play that well this game. Not his best game, in my opinion.
Yeah, he got cooked bad.
Oh, especially on that last play. Bengals had it in the bag. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep,
Yeah,
the last play, he fell down. Jamar Chase.
There was this photo I saw that showed Aaron Donald was offsides on the 4th and 1.
Saw that. It was a little bit offsides, but.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, but the game just had to completely go on. The Rams side, Matthew Stafford played good. I didn't say he played spectacular. He played good. He played above average because he threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah. I think those only 2 worst bad passes in the game was those 2 picks.
Yeah. But I mean, all around, the Rams played pretty solid. Defense played spectacular. Defense locked them down on like the run game. Like Joe Mixon only had he didn't score a touchdown, which he's a touchdown machine.
Yeah.
Normally, but T. Higgins made a name for himself. We got 4 receptions, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, if the Bengals would win the game, T. Higgins would win MVP, not Jamar Chase.
I mean, they all were producing well, even Joe Mixon, like you said, for the Bengals offense.
Yeah, and the Bengals, like, I feel like, I heard I was watching Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless today, and he made up a good point. He was saying that if the Bengals drafted Penei Sewell over Jamar Chase, the Super Bowl would have been theirs.
No, I don't think so.
Hear me out, because because let's say they make the same success, they make it all the way to Super Bowl, they will win that game to have Penei Sewell and on the offensive line, because the offensive line struggled a lot, as we saw. And because of that, like, that's the reason why I kind of agree with it, because what the Rams defensive coordinator did, he placed his players correctly. He put Aaron Donald and Von Miller on the same side. Mm-hmm. And for a struggling offensive line like the Bengals, they can't double cover, because if they double cover one guy's gonna be open, which that's what they did, and that's what the Rams figured out, and what the Rams did to get those sacks.
Yeah.
And going on to the injury, OBJ towards ACL for the 2nd time this year. What do you say about that?
I'll say this: he played pretty well in the game. It was weird that he got injured on a non-contact injury. I believe it was the 2nd quarter. And we'll say the Rams, I think the Rams might re-sign him again, but on another cheap deal. Maybe another 1 year, maybe like $3 million. But he does collect his money in Bitcoin. I know that. And this season he didn't make that much money because it tanked. So.
And another thing I have to point out, I feel like a lot of players are wanting to go back to like the normal grass. A lot of players have been speaking out the past couple of days of like the turf because of Odell Beckham's injury.
Oh, really?
Like Deebo Samuel spoke out about that, and I think a few other players. But I mean, I agree with what he was saying. But the real grass, like just a better feeling. But another thing I want to do that happened after the game, Van Jefferson literally got 2 dubs in one night. Yeah, a kid, and he won a Super Bowl. You can't really do better than that. Like, do you know if the baby was born yet when they or did he make it in time to be there?
I think he made it in time. It seemed like he made it just in time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, but let's go back a little bit more to the game here. Sorry, okay. Off topic.
Yeah, a little off topic.
Sidetracked. But Bengals defense played very, very, very well, in my opinion. Matt Stafford only had a 90 overall rating. They held Cam Akers to 1.6 yards a carry, which that's gruesome. That's absolutely horrible. But good job on the defense. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You keep cutting me off, Teo.
What? I keep talking and you keep cutting
both
me off.
Both defenses played good on both teams. The Rams didn't have a run game at all. The Cam Akers, Sony Michel, all those running backs couldn't average over 3-4 yards a carry. All they had to do was rely on the passing game. Matthew Stafford, like we said, he played good. In my opinion, only threw 2 or 3 bad balls, and those were the 2 picks. I want to go to the fourth quarter. So let's say start of third quarter. You know, Bengals, Rams are going at it, and they just keep punting the ball back to each other. Mm-hmm. So it's like 6-7 punts in a row. And I believe Bengals were up 20-16. They have the ball. It's fourth quarter, and it's a 3rd and 9, and it's 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. And they throw the ball to Tyler Boyd. He dropped it.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
first down.
Yeah, I was.
And they were at like their own 42. He catches that ball first down. Bengals, I believe they would have scored on that drive, either touchdown or field goal. Scored something. This game could have been a lot different. They scored on that drive, but missed opportunity. They punted. And then we'll go to the game-winning drive with the Rams. They get the ball back. Cooper Kupp, that 4th and 1, that was a crazy end around. Cooper Kupp he just got that. He almost got for a loss.
And do you think that holding on Logan Wilson, like the linebacker, do you think it was an actual holding?
We'll go on that now. So you're talking about the 3rd and goal when the Rams had the ball at the Bengals 8.
I think it was the first penalty.
Within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was the first penalty called.
That's one of the first penalties. I think it was the first penalty they called. That was not at all. I think it would have been a no call. That was the only bad call I will say in that game was that. But if they didn't call that, I really think the Rams wouldn't have scored a touchdown on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
4th and goal at their 8. But, that's a missed opportunity by the refs. But I don't really want to say that is a game changer. But what really is a huge game changer, what we said earlier was that Jalen Ramsey, where he gave up that touchdown, 75 yards, that should have never counted. So, you could look at both those plays, should have never counted. But, Bengals had the opportunity to win at the end of the game. They couldn't come in clutch. And, Rams are Super Bowl champs.
And Joe Burrow struggled a little bit at that last play because the offensive line. But going back to the penalties.
It's almost a catch, though.
Almost a catch. But going back to the penalties, though, I liked how the refs let the players play.
Yeah, I think it was a clean game, though.
Yeah, it was 6 penalties all game. Yeah. And going off to the end of the game, the Rams won the Super Bowl. And do you think, for the Rams side of the ball, do you think not Matt Stafford, do you think Aaron Donald is going to retire?
No. I think he might be just saying that for just maybe attention or
probably just like a lot of emotions going through.
I think a lot of emotions going through right now.
Yeah, that's why I feel like because he just won.
He's got at least another 3 or 4 years, and he's still pro elite shit.
He's still a top 5 player, defensive player of all time.
Yeah, and other teams would pay him bigger money or just as big money.
Yeah.
To another team.
And so going back to finish. You go ahead.
No, I was just saying, what about Sean McVay? I know people are thinking he might retire too.
He's not going to retire. I think the day before the Super Bowl, he was offered an extension that they agreed on. They're agreeing on extension. So that's not going to happen. He's still way too young. He's only 36.
Yeah.
He's still way
6.
Yeah, way too young. And going back to what you asked me earlier, Do you think Matthew Stafford's a Hall of Famer after this game?
No, not yet. But he's destined for greatness right now because he's got the passing yards, passing touchdowns. It's that quarterback record
that's killing them. Yeah,
and the playoff quarterback record, even though he got 4 wins.
Yeah.
What about you? Same thing?
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer yet. Like, if he plays well, makes the playoffs, maybe even win a few more Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He'll be submitting himself a Hall of Famer for sure. Like this Cooper Kupp duo with him is legendary.
Legendary?
Yeah, like legends make it. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Like when we were younger. Like this is what we all thought Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford could have done with the Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions had a better overall roster. Yeah, but the Rams have been killing it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the show tonight. Yeah. And don't forget about the Pitman package. Subscribe to the channel, comment, comment, like it, and if not, just share it to anyone. Share it to your friends, share it to your family, share it to your neighbors, share it to anyone. We'll appreciate the support. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram down below, TikTok down below. And yeah, that'll be it for the night.